they can thrive, they can survive, and they can thrive. And he states that in humans we have that as well. Everybody has their own environment that they can survive and thrive, right? And most likely thrive, because anybody can survive it doesn't mean that they like it or they can thrive, but they can survive it. But we're talking about thriving. So he says everybody has their own territory where they thrive. So others, for example, artists, for them is the canvas when they have. What's going on, everybody? We're back, and I want to share with you guys real quick from continuation of my last episode where in the book The War of Arts, if you guys haven't been following me, I'm on this book right now real quick, and he's talking about how it is important to know yourself, one, right? We all are constantly trying to learn who we are in this world, what we bring to the world, and how can we create impact, right? I know for me, understanding myself, learning about myself is a journey within. I'm still learning, right? And I know it's a long process, but I know the more I'm able to, I would say, get to know myself, right? The more I'm able to create. And I don't know, that's maybe it might be relevant, I'm not sure, but I know the more I'm able to know myself, the more I'm able to create, and I'm listening more to what my intuition, my mind, obviously, the connected to your heart is telling me to do. And I think sometimes we lose that. And he was explaining that in the book, right? Oftentimes, there's a lot of videos that I've seen that they talk about how, there's a lot of quotes as well, right? Where they say, school nowadays, I think it was Jay Shetty, I'm not sure, one of these individuals that I follow, they were talking about how school is training everybody to be the same type of worker or the same type of individual. And it would be like trying to have different animals, learning the same environments, but they're not from those environments, right? So, for example, you can say, a fish, you could teach a fish to swim because he's from the water, from the ocean, but to have a bear or a lion in the ocean, he would probably die. He would basically try to swim as much as he can, but at one point he gets tired and he will most likely drown. It doesn't mean that he's not a powerful lion. He's not, doesn't have abilities. Doesn't mean that he's not, intelligent or, impactful or valuable. It's just that it's not his environment. The fish is in the water. The lion is on land, right? The bear is on land, right? So if we started talking about animals' perspective, same thing as humans. So he's basically saying, we all have our own territory. As animals have their own territory, like, we know that the desert normally has, you have these reptiles like scorpions, camels can last a lot in hot weather, as opposed to horses, So there's certain animals that have territories that they can thrive, they can survive, and they can thrive. And he states that in humans we have that as well. Everybody has their own environment that they can survive and thrive, right? And most likely thrive, because anybody can survive it doesn't mean that they like it or they can thrive, but they can survive it. But we're talking about thriving. So he says everybody has their own territory where they thrive. So others, for example, artists, for them is the canvas. When they're sitting in front of a canvas, they thrive. That's their environment. They can be there for hours without knowing. When a singer gets in front of a microphone, he or she can perform for hours, practice, because they love it, without feeling, they might be a little bit tired, but they won't feel like they're being made to work. That's part of who they are, and they love doing it, right? Somebody that I would say loves to write, a writer, can get in front of a table and write for hours on their books, on their stories, whatever they want to try to create, without no type of complaint. For me, I love to talk in front of camera, in front of the videos, and create content. And I can do this for hours. And I think that's where I finally got comfortable with knowing myself a little bit more. But if you're that individual that loves to make videos, likes to talk in front of a camera, start your YouTube channel, start your own blog, start your own content material, start making videos. If you love doing that, so others like to write, right? Like I said, start your own blog, start your own. Maybe you might not even like to be in front of the camera. Maybe you like to talk. Podcasts are great for that, right? Start your own podcast. These are things that we have different avenues where we can all be comfortable. Everybody has their own comfort zone. So oftentimes we get out of your own comfort zone, and that's great and all. But we also got to know where we are at our best. What is our territory? For me, being in front of this camera is probably one of my territories, right? And also the gym. I know the gym for me is like once I go in there, all my problems, everything that I have, kind of jumps. I leave it behind me. I come into the gym, and I get the work done, and I come out with a different attitude. I come out more happier, more fulfilled. Less, more confident. Which I don't know if that kind of is relevant, but yeah, I have a lot more energy, and also fulfillment, and also I would say like a feeling of contentment, right? And I'm able to give that to my kids, to my friends, family, everybody around me can feed off of that. I'm not, trying to bring down anybody, because I am at a different level, elevated level, so I'm able to attract or give that to others as well. So that is where we want to be, where we're able to kind of be in a territory where we feel our most energetic, most highest selves, most who we are. Whether others make fun of us, whether others judge us, whether others critique us, or I know judge and critique are the same, but whether others don't agree with what we're doing, if it is what you feel you're most comfortable, well, my ears crazy, whatever you feel is more comfortable for you, is where you're most who you are, like most of yourself. And to paraphrase from the book, as far as territories, he gives a quick breakdown. I'll give you guys a couple of tips before I know we end this video real quick. So he goes, the territory that you're gonna be comfortable with, or that brings you to your most true self, has to provide sustenance. Basically, that's gonna give you some type of meaning, right? And that may be anything you do. Also, at the same time, you are in love, with what you're doing. Like for example, I go to the gym, I don't get no feedback, right? I don't get no external feedback from anybody. Nobody's telling me, hey, you did a great job, you had a great workout. Me myself, from the constant routine that I've done, gives me a feedback of well-being. I feel good, I feel great, and that's all I need. I feel good, I come out feeling good, and that brings me to go wake up the next morning and go back, because I feel good doing it. I don't feel like I have to do it and I'm dreading myself. This is something that I am, that I love to do, and that's who I am, right? And at the same time, the territory itself is something that you are coming up with, not because your friends are there and you're gonna hang out there because they're there. No, it's something that you're gonna actually be attained to, right? And also, a territory has to be claimed by work, or claimed by work. And he's given an example of Arnold Schwarzenegger. When he hits the gym, he is on his own turf and his own stomping grounds, right? But what made it his own was the hours and the sweat he put in the gym to kind of claim it. And the territory doesn't give to others, but it gives back to you, right? And that's pretty much what it is. And basically, wherever you're at, the energy you put into that territory is what gives back. That's basically what it is, right? Whatever energy you put into whatever you're doing, whatever craft, whatever it is that you need to do, that you must feel, that you must bring to this world, it is all about energy. And as if you see if you go into my videos and my past couple of videos, I was talking about my last book, how energy is all that we are. Everything's energy. So basically saying what you put into this territory, to your stomping grounds, is what you get back. Whatever you put in. And that also means investing in learning, research, investing in how to make your things better, how to be better, how to even change it up. Like for me, I'm always looking for different ways to bring value to the audience and actually change it up. So please, if you do one thing today, find out, start learning about yourself, and please Learn what is your territory. Where do you feel that this is what, nobody, if somebody comes into that turf, nobody can outweigh you, or can outbeat you, or out basically, work you, because this is what you do, and this is what you love to do. And I think once you find that, everything else goes from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys for joining me. True significance in this world. And I think we're all on the same journey. That's what we all want. I think at the end of the day, we want to know what are we here to do. And I think it's one day at a time. So let me cut this video short. I'll see you guys next time. And look out for my videos, guys. Thank you so much for following me. I appreciate you guys. And don't forget to like if you do and subscribe. I'll see you guys.